Michael Saylor is a leading Bitcoin advocate serving as executive chairman of Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, one of the largest holders of Bitcoin with about 500,000 in BTC in its corporate treasury. His bold strategies and unyielding belief in Bitcoin as digital gold have made him an influential and sometimes polarizing voice in both tech and finance. Michael, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been an exciting year for you. Most recently, you've unveiled a $100 trillion crypto strategy at the White House. You've been promoting it in the crypto industry. Maybe we can start off with telling us a bit about what's behind this and why America needs to subscribe to this.
I've been watching the industry for the past 4 years or so, and I think there's been a lot of confusion, a lot of controversy, a lot of conflict, and confrontation that was all unnecessary. And it was unnecessary because of a sort of a lack of vision and a lack of creativity amongst the policy makers and the participants. So, for example, um, in a world where the only assets that exist are securities and commodities, and in a world where it's impossible for any innovator to issue a security, then everything has to be a commodity. And that means a token is a commodity, a currency is a commodity, a tokenized security is a commodity, and a commodity is a commodity. So what we had was people very confused, thinking, well, is Bitcoin a currency competing with the dollar? Or is Bitcoin something different, a store of value competing with gold? And then is Bitcoin competing with Trump coin or any other token or not? And what's the next Bitcoin? And so I think the crypto industry was at odds. A lot of people that want to be issuers of tokens are forced to go through this kabuki dance of pretending they're decentralized when they don't really want to be decentralized. What they want to do is access the capital markets, and they haven't had a way to do it, and we haven't had that discussion. So in my framework that I've laid out, and this is after hundreds of meetings and talking to people in the Senate, in the House, in the SEC, in the CFTC, in the White House, every industry participant, all the Bitcoin investors, all the crypto investors, all the crypto exchanges, all the policymakers. After lots of conversations and after listening to every word uttered by Gensler, by all the regulators, after listening to every minute of congressional testimony, here's my opinion. My opinion is the industry will move forward in a cheerful, constructive way with the greatest good done for the greatest number of people on earth if we define 4 new asset classes. And they would be a digital token, a digital security, a digital currency, and a digital commodity. And those 4 new asset classes would rest atop 3 20th century assets: securities, commodities, and currencies. I don't think we really want to change the definition of 20th century assets. There's just too much inertia. You can't change 100 years of securities case law. And you don't want to change the way the world trades commodities like silver and soybeans. and trying to deal with changing the definition of currencies issued by nation state, that's too jarring. So the right way to handle this is simply to say, we want to allow digital tokens to be issued by 400 million businesses, ideally in 4 hours for $40, right? And what's the use case of a digital token? It's for capital creation and for innovation. So let Trump coin be issued, let Katy Perry token or Joe Rogan coin or any token, whether it's a smart contract token or a utility token or a meme coin, or maybe it gives me access to, to a music library on a website, or maybe it gets to be a hyper complicated, token or NFT, some digital utility or some right